Good morning, Class 5-3. Mr. Waterman here with today's language arts lesson. I hope you all are doing safe and well. For the first period of our double block, we are going to focus on our grammar activities. So last time you had a test over present tense verbs, right? Now we are going to go into past tense verbs, okay? Please listen very carefully, or you can read the points with me. A verb in the past tense tells about an action that already happened. Point 2. Add ed to most verbs to show past tense. For example, we walked to the beach. Walked is the verb. We add ed to make it past tense. Okay? Very simple. All right. Let's look at the directions. Find the past tense verb in each sentence. Write it on the line. Okay, so anytime the directions ask you to find something, I always tell the students to underline it or circle it or put a box around it. Your choice. Okay? Let's do a few together. Number 1. We placed our towels on the sand. Where's my verb? Hint. Look for the ending. ed. I know the verb is placed. So I'm going to underline placed, and now I'm going to write it on the line. Number 2. Mom stretched out on her towel. My verb is stretched. Let's underline it and write it on the line. There we go. We'll do one more. Number 3. We picked up our buckets. The verb is picked. Let's underline it and write it on the line. Here we go. So please go down the list and do the rest of each of the sentences until you get to number 15. Okay? Now, for some extra practice, look down here. It says, have your child make lists of verbs. Have him or her take turns using the past tense forms of the verbs in sentences. Okay? So for example, I'm going to choose cook. C-O-O-K. Past tense is cooked. C-O-O-K-E-D. There you go. All right. So that's it for page 77. When you're finished, turn to page number 78. There we go. So let's continue with past tense verbs. Please listen as I read each point, and you can read along too. Point 1. A verb in the past tense tells about an action that already happened. Add ed to most verbs to show past tense. That was point number 2. Point number 3. If a verb ends with e, drop the e and add ed to show past tense. Point 4. If a verb ends with a consonant and Y, change Y to I and add ED. So remember, a consonant, these are letters like B, C, D, F, G, H, J, okay? Point number 5. If a verb ends with one vowel and one consonant, double the consonant and add ED. So when you double something, you make it 2. Okay? Vowels, please remember. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Okay? Let's look at the directions. Choose the correct past tense verb for each sentence. Circle your answer. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle the correct answer, and then I'm going to write it on the line. Okay? Let's look at number 1. Felix marched across the beach. Felix marched across the beach. Well, we only needed to add ED. This has 2 Ds, so it's not this one. I'm going to circle marched. M-A-R-C-H-E-D. So I've circled it. Now I'm going to write it on the line. There. Let's do one more together. Number 2. The hot sand burned his feet. The hot sand burned his feet. Well, we know this does not have ED, so it has to be this one. Burned. Let's circle it. B-U-R-N-E-D. Now let's write it. B-U-R-N-E-D. Please do the rest of the 10 on your own. Don't forget to circle the past tense verb and write it on the line. Okay? For extra practice, down here, it says, have your child write 3 sentences about a trip to the beach. Have him or her use past tense verbs. Okay? So you can write your sentences down here. Make it nice and simple. 1, 2, 3. All about what you did at the beach. Okay? Now, it's okay if you use some of the verbs that are up here, but try to use different verbs. Okay? If you can. And remember, you should study all of these verbs very carefully. The ones that you use on this page and the ones that you use on this page. Okay? I'm going to write an example sentence to show you. I picked up many seashells on the beach. My verb is picked. Okay? I picked up many seashells on the beach. There we go. Okay, everyone. That's it for our grammar lesson for today. Nice and simple. I will have the PDF file of these pages because I know many of you have left your grammar workbooks in your files in your desk. Take care, stay well, be safe, and you can email Mr. Waterman if you have any questions. Have a great day. Bye-bye.